I'm glad that you came here today for our formal interview. I'm going to present myself. My name is Zachary Montoto. I'll be the occupational therapist I will be interviewing today. Exactly how would you want me to address you?
Just by Lisa.
Lisa, awesome. Nice to meet you, Lisa.
Nice to meet you too.
So, I have some questions prepared for you today, obviously, since it's an interview. So, I was wondering exactly how did the pandemic affected you in terms of your hobbies, for example?
Well, I can say one example is like one of my hobbies is going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And before, I used to easily go to the gym anytime, no problems. But after once COVID hit and they put up the regulations and guidelines, it kind of was kind of hard and difficult for me because I am not too comfortable working out with a mask on my face,
Yeah, of course.
and it's kind of hard for me to breathe. So I already had that situation during high school, so I'm like I can't deal with that. So I just reverted back being home, doing home workouts, and it's way better for me, and I feel way much comfortable, and then just easily just get up and work out. Um,
Nice.
Other than that, it's just been kind of hard. One financially as well because my job was slowing down with COVID and I was not getting enough hours. So that kind of impacted me financially as well. So
So yeah, what I'm getting at is that like with the COVID pandemic, it affected you financially, right?
correct.
But you had the home workouts as a way to like relieve that stress
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
So and also for you, like can you explain to me more about the problems that you're facing, like the breathing problems?
Well, it's just that when I do consecutive heavy lifting, I do have shortness of breath.
Mm-hmm.
So, I tend to not try to do too much when I work out,
Mm-hmm.
or just even with the humidity at times
Yeah.
when I feel like no oxygen is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my issues. But that I can say, that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, I understand. I can't imagine having that like with Miami it's like the intense humidity and like at one point with the mask you can't be having the mask for so long.
Yes, I know.
So so with the whole like financial struggle in a way, did you have anyone to fall back on?
Well, two people that I can say I could have support for is my father and my brother. They usually help me
Mm-hmm.
with financial issues, anything that I may need to pay off or anything like that. But I only mostly lean on my father though,
Mm-hmm.
because yes, he's the main person that helps me with financial and with schooling as well, because I do attend school as well for the fall semester, and yeah.
Yeah, I get you. So your father is a very important figure for in terms of like when you need support. Are you living with
Correct. I am currently living with my father and also my brother as well. He lives with us.
Mm-hmm.
And time to time, my sister do come by and I have family members, and I live with my grandpa as well too. So it's a big family, a big
So yeah.
household.
So other than like them supporting you financially, what other ways do they support you? Like.
With school, that's number one. So, well, my father always encouraged me not to work. He rather had
Mm-hmm.
me, go to school and try to finish my schooling. So, that's one thing he always tends to do. And anything that I deal with, like with business, when I try to create my own business, my brother's my number one fan.
Mm-hmm.
So he always try to tell me go for your dreams, and
Nice.
I also um, number one supporters are of course my brothers and my father.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing is they always want me to stay focused and try
Yeah.
to make sure I accomplish whatever I want to accomplish, and they will never discourage me. And even if I do get discouraged, they always encourage me like you'll
Mm-hmm.
get it next time.
Of course. So they support you in a way like emotionally
Yes.
and occupationally in that matter.
Yes.
Since so like in a way that's a very very helpful system support system that you have in terms of your family. I want to go back to your job situation. During the whole pandemic, they were cutting down your hours, right?
Correct.
Um, why is that? Because I mean, obviously because of the pandemic, but was it because something else?
That was basically it because little by little people was getting COVID as well, and we were short of staff, and
Mhm.
it would increase the more workload on us. So it was very stressful. So I couldn't just, and as well me going to school as well online, and
Mhm.
it was kind of still hard for me to function online as well. So but with my job, it was just that it was one discouraging because I had to do too much work,
Mhm.
and I was just like, we need more help, but
Mhm.
we can't do anything about it. So that's what.
So, yeah. So how did you adapt to that, like that struggle or that situation?
Well, one thing I did, I just went through it. Like I I'm gonna be honest with you. I I started applying to a new job that kind of just was gonna be stress free a little bit.
Mhm.
But how I adapt to it, I was just being cautious because it was left or right of employee that we were close to or would talk around. They end up getting COVID and we would have to go get tested. So it was like kind of annoying in a sense because mostly every week, someone will get tested positive and the person who's associated or like would talk to them
Yeah.
will have to get tested as well, and we will have to miss days out of work as well.
Mhm.
So until we get a negative result.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's a tough situation. I know right now I'm kind of like jumping around and stuff, but you mentioned that your hobby is to go to the gym, right? Was there anything that was affected other than like your for example your exercises? Was something that the pandemic has taken away from you or has brought new light on?
Um, well, more time for myself, I can say,
Mhm.
for the pandemic. I was able to actually think, and when they say you have time to actually slow down your world a little bit and just focus on yourself, um, your being, your well being.
Mhm.
It humbled me just a little bit. It really humbled me. So I really kind of am grateful for it a little
Yeah.
bit, but it did kind of hinder many people, and it's really, that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm getting at, you're very resilient, and you're very like you have the sources for you to stand on top and like have the foundation. But even with the foundation, you're able to be resilient and build on that and be like looking at the bright side or like looking at the cup half full rather than the cup half empty, which is always a good thing for us humans. We always want to look at the bright side of things even when things are crashing down on us, like especially like with this whole like the whole pandemic and stuff. Um so I'm glad that we got this opportunity to talk about exactly what you've been going through, and so I'm glad that we did this today, so I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
No problem.